Hello, party people. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello there,
I am
General
very
Kenobi.
concerned.
Anyway,
I'm just gonna
last time you all had a lovely, non-problematic jaunt through a haunted castle. JK,
There's a
there was a
dragon.
fight. JK, there was a fight with shadows. It got really bad. Y'all did pretty good though. You made it through and explored a lot of the rest of the castle. Um, Found a fairly well decorated but burned to ash room with a coffin in the middle of it, which is a little uneasy. Made your way back up after discovering that somebody was doing something with a dead blue dragon
Giggity.
on the ziggurat. On the ziggurat with the blue dragon. Wait. Wrong game. And made your way out, checking out the last couple of rooms on the main level you didn't check when you were here last time. And Cragthor, by pulling every single book off the bookcase he could reach, found the secret latch to a laboratory and ran in, with you all chasing after him.
yes. Yes.
So that... What are you guys doing?
Mm-hmm.
That goblin's gonna get us all killed.
Quite
Yes, but he's
possibly.
really fucking useful, so we better go after him.
Yep, right behind you.
I mean, we're just running in.
Maybe this lab will have something to help us deal with whatever's coming our way after that.
And the one way to find out. Follow the goblin.
Okay. As you all follow him down and enter into the lab, make a perception check.
$22.
22.
11.
15.
17.
Okay.
Passive 11.
Cragthor is kind of stopped there.
Passive 13.
Okay.
Alright, that's gonna be passive 13 for me. I just realized.
It is a very expansive laboratory. You guys have already thought you have seen his lab earlier downstairs. This is even... It's not bigger, but it is more intensive. There is more equipment for things like machining, experiments. There's, places to like refine small batches of metal. Covered in 2 years of dust and debris.
Huh. Guess this is where the real work got done.
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't expect a mind like his to only have one lab.
Especially considering how many enemies it sounds like they had, it would only make sense to have things tucked away.
Agreed. Well, Kate's gonna look over at Cyrus and Verdian. What in here looks important? I don't know shit about this stuff.
Good
Can I
question.
make an investigation check or something?
You absolutely May.
I will assist.
So, well, what's your investigation?
Oh yeah. Mine is a +7.
So, because I only have a +4.
Okay, so switching roles.
Yep. Yeah, I rolled a 23
So you have advantage.
Alright.
with guidance.
And guidance applicable here as well.
Yes, it is.
So 31 total from a nat 20 and a 4 on the guidance.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Maxed.
As Veridian and Cyrus kind of move past Cragthor, who at this point kind of is looking around and like using his nose to smell something.
Sniffing for guns.
Yeah, pretty much. The first thing you guys notice is a set of footprints going across the room, coming from your right and going further into the lab.
Presumably we would follow those.
They don't go back, and you can see to your right, now that you've walked past the wall, that there is some kind of sewer grate that goes down, and the grate has been broken out of the ground like something came through.
Huh.
Like something forced its way through, or something cut its way through, like with a tool or something.
Forced
or
its
magic.
way through.
So brute forced.
Something behind the grate forced its way in here, or
Mhm,
something in
yes.
here.
You can
its
see it
way
kind of
out?
coming,
Okay.
pushing out.
And that's what
into
the footprints
room.
are coming from,
Correct.
and then going deeper into the lab. from
I would
there.
say on the 31, when you get close enough, not only does it look like something pushed through the grate, but there are also like teeth marks on it.
Something chewed it till it could break it open.
Yeah.
That's disturbing.
Yeah,
Can I
that
take a look
can't
at
be
the?
good.
Can I take a look at the footprints to see if they're humanoid or animal or anything like that?
Make a. Hold up, I'll pull up Craig's stat block so I can see everything.
I got a pretty decent survival.
Yeah, make a survival check for me.
Guidance permitted.
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually pretty good, even with only a 1 on the guidance. That is a 23 for survival.
They're humanoid, but they're also walking around on all fours.
It's like there's foot and handprints.
Yeah.
Is it foot and hand or is it foot and knuckle?
Hands.
Good question.
Okay.
Kind of dragging it, though. Like, they don't have, like, there's kind of, like, drag marks now that you realize in the footprints. They're not as clean as you thought. Like, they're dragging their hands and or feet as well.
Keep your guard up. Someone else is still in here.
I want to see what they were making for, since they didn't seem to be
Where
making
did
for the exit.
Where do the footprints lead?
Back towards the back of the office.
I would like to stealthily follow the prints.
Okay.
Yeah, just
So
pull out my wand and have it ready and slowly.
They lead to this door, which is broken open and slightly cracked.
okay.
So,
Um
where would... Let's figure out where everybody else wants to be.
Yeah.
Given the current situation.
I think Luca might go to the edge of the sewer grate and stretch down a little bit to see if it can see anything down there.
It is long and dark. And, there's lots of, like, claw marks inside the actual pipe.
Okay, how
Cyrus,
far-
are you gonna stay close?
Yeah, a bit behind
Okay.
Viridian, but going over that way.
Sorry, Luca, what?
I was just gonna say, how far down does it go?
Out of your sight.
Okay.
Deep. Okay, it's gonna be kind of at the L of where the tracks shifted from the sewer grate to
Like there?
yeah, right about down one and down and left one.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, right about there.
Demi and then Finnick.
I'll go over by Luca.
Okay.
Finnick will be by the others with his mace ready.
Okay, so we'll have Verity in there to be able to push the door open, and Finnick and Cragthor in there.
I guess one quick
Oh,
question. So,
yeah.
like, there's sort of these round walls that partially enclose
Mm-hmm.
the sewer. Are those full, like, floor to ceiling walls? So the only way in and out is the stairs.
Correct.
Okay. But do the stairs go up or down?
The stairs go up, like this is on a small platform, probably about
Okay.
2 feet up above the rest of the room.
Okay. Cool.
Can you
The
move
sewer
me
is
to the
higher.
Can you move me
Sorry.
to the other side of the grate?
Okay.
Thanks.
Cool. All right.
Um,
As everybody kind of like repositions and shuffles.
So I actually don't want to open this more right now because he said it's already cracked open.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually want to very carefully back away and kind of like signal for the others to wait and ask Luca to come and peek around it with a tendril of slime, perhaps. So we don't have to actually move the door.
That's a good thought.
Oh, yeah, the map isn't up on the stream. If
I
it's
know
supposed
it's
to be,
not.
but it might be.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll switch to there in a
One of my
second.
friends just asked about it.
Luca is the SWAT team stealth cam.
Yeah, exactly.
All-purpose pseudopod. Go gadget. Go gadget pseudopod. Make a stealth check.
Me?
Yeah.
Go backing away from the door partly. Okay.
Yeah.
16.
As you are backing up, two things is Cragthor, Finnick, and Cyrus are standing there. I think with your guys' passive investigations and perception, realize that not only are there the main set leading up to this, there's a smaller set that looks like one went up. I'll move Cyrus there to the other room. And as you're backing away and get back about 10 feet, you kick a tool and it's across the room. And you hear like bones snap. As
I drink my elixir. Sorry.
go for it.
Drink my elixir of boldness.
Cool. As this happens and as it tinks across the floor, you hear like bones snap from that room and a ghoul will charge out the door. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh shit! Here we go.
By the way, my friend who gifted a sub was asking, like, just to confirm. They asked me, if that gives an inspiration.
It
die,
does!
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Still
So
does.
I have that.
You do. And now
Cool.
Yeah, thank you
Katie has
for the
emotes.
gifted sub.
Oh yeah. Pick up the sub. Alright.
Feels like a wasted use of this, but that's a natural 20 on the initiative die. Feel like that could have been used for something much better later.
Yeah, but I mean, a cleric going really early in turn order can be very big, especially against undead. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. So
RN Jesus giveth, RN Jesus
Arm
taketh
Jesus
away.
taketh away. Yep.
great. Who has over a 20?
22.
24.
Cool. 20 to 15.
19.
16.
Demi
14.
and Luca.
13.
Oh wow.
What did Cragthor get?
I need to roll his in a second. I believe it's a 26. That is in fact a 25 for Cragthor. On a 19 plus 6. So he will end up going first. Then Verdian, then Cade, Cyrus, Finnick, Demi, Luca is the order. He already had his sword charged. So he will stand there and take his 2 attacks. That is a 16 and a 19. Both of those will hit. And his mutagen, Crimson Raid, is 1d6 now. And it is necrotic damage, so he rolls 3d6 hit. 21 on the first. Second is even higher. And he will take 2 strikes and smack that one down for 44 points of damage, killing it. That is not correct in this room. Let me scale it down appropriately. I need Cragthor, Finnick, and Viridian to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Bye-bye.
Ooh.
I've been meaning to clarify this. Do I need to be raging to get the
No, you do
advantage
not. You
on
just need to
dex?
see it to get advantage.
Okay. And I can see this?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Oh, I got a 20.
Okay, that saves.
I got a 21.
Correct, we're got a 27. You all save, so you'll take a half, which is 7 points of fire damage as it explodes.
Lovely.
You all see now, as he's kind of striking it, that it had like this very, very pale light green glow, and we struck it down, it lit up, and then exploded. That one is actually there.
Fun.
There. The door's now busted. He'll take 5 feet back now that one's dead. Verdian, you're up. Cade, you're on deck.
Well,
And I would say Luke and Demi, you guys hear that explosion too.
I would assume I can just kind of step back towards where we came in a bit and have good line of sight on the other ones, the ones in the other room there that we weren't peeking into.
Um,
The ones that are like just up those steps.
I would say there, because the door's only partially open. You can see that one from where you are right now.
Okay. Well, I'll still, just because I've very clearly learned I want to be distant from these, especially. I'm still
Yeah.
gonna take some movement back towards where we came in.
Okay.
And let's see. I can see 2 there. I don't know how many are in the other room.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a shot at those. But I'm actually gonna use. I'm gonna take a shot at the front one of those, but I'm gonna use that inspiration
Okay.
for the advantage, so I can get my super advantage.
Okay, yeah.
So, bang, and then the extra roll. All right, so that's a 25.
Oh, that'll hit.
All right. So that's gonna deal. Oh, nice. 8 plus 6 lightning damage. So 14 lightning damage on that shot.
Okay, cool.
And after that, I'm just going to any remaining movement just back away
Got it.
from these things.
Yep, cool. But actually, there. Cool. Awesome. This one's going to come out of the back room. This one's going to come out of the back room. Cade, you are on deck after this. Cyrus is up after that.
Oh, joyous.
Actually, hold up. I changed my mind. That one's going to get there. This one's going to get there. It's going to make a barbed tongue attack at the person who shot it, which is Verdian.
These guys have some...
That is only a 15 to hit.
Okay, so that misses. Glances off my shield or something.
It will make a second barbed tongue attack at you. That'll be an 18.
Fuck. Beats it.
That is 8 points of slashing damage as this tongue will shoot out about 13 feet, and it will pull you 10 feet closer to it.
8 points. Okay. Does that qualify? No, I don't think that would qualify for that. Okay. Yeah.
Barbed tongue attack against Finnick is a 7. Second one is a 10, so it will miss.
You'll try to lick me?
Okay, Cade,
Use
you're
that
up.
Sandpaper.
Cyrus, you're on deck.
Okay, well this went to hell really fast. Kate will really quick glance back over towards Demi Loca and just say, "Keep an eye on that grate," before charging up a guiding bolt and flinging it at the ghoul that lassoed Verdian.
Cool. And no, you were not restrained or grappled. All it does is move you.
It's thorn whip basically. It seems like.
Basically, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
With a
That's
shorter
16
range.
to hit.
16 does hit.
Cool. That is 16 points of radiant damage.
Okay, cool.
Does it seem to take that hit a little bit harder than expected?
It does. So I need Finnick, Cyrus, and Verdian to make dexterity saving throws, please.
I had a D4 because of my elixir.
Yep.
I can
Nat
see
20
this
plus 3 on the guidance, so that's a 25.
Hell yeah.
Net 20 for 22.
Cool.
Or not guidance, but the elixir,
Finnick?
rather.
I can see it, right?
Yep.
Oh. 16?
Yeah, that saves.
Oh,
So
yeah.
y'all will take half, so 7 points of fire damage as this one now also explodes.
Well, that was a
How
bit of a
much
science
how much
experiment,
damage did you
fucking-
do to it, Cade?
Apparently that was 16 points of radiant, but if it took it like extra, that meant 32 plus 14 for the lightning shot.
Yeah, from the
earlier.
lightning. I'm just trying to calibrate and try to figure out how much it takes to get one of these down.
So far, we
'Cause
know
that's gonna-
46 is a threshold.
Well, 44 did it
Yeah.
Right.
when
On the
Cragthor
previous
did
one, yeah.
his.
So we're still right around that same.
I will
this
tell
is-
you, Cragthor also overkilled it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling my guiding bolt might have been enough to kill it by itself. Just guesstimating.
Okay.
It would have been close. I will tell you, it would have been close. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Kill
Thank
it.
you.
Um.
Come on.
Cool.
So I will move up
Is-
next to Verdian.
Okay.
Just a quick pat on the shoulder. Sorry about that. Apparently, they all explode.
Seems so.
And that is, yeah, that's gonna be it for my turn.
Cool. You all will hear scratching on this wall that Cragthor is on. This ghoul will come out up on the ceiling and crawl down in between that. This one will come out.
Oh,
at
that's not
Cragthor.
nice.
And he will take two. He'll do his own. He'll do the other combo. He'll take 2 claw attacks at Cyrus, or attempt to. There's only 14 on the first one.
Miss.
15, which also misses, I believe.
Yep.
Roll sentinel attack.
It has to hit to do Sentinel.
I don't think so. I think if it just if
When
he's
it
in
probably
melee with
takes
it and it
damage.
attacks, I don't think
When-
it has to take damage. I think if he's in melee with it and it attacks anybody other than him, he gets a reaction attack.
Yeah, so yeah, you can use your Sentinel attacker if you want
Yeah.
to.
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
6 damage.
Okay. All right, this one's going to take a slash at Cragthor. That's a 12. And I rolled another 6 for another 12, so those will miss him as he'll kind of hold up his blades and the claws will kind of bounce off of it. Cyrus and then Finnick.
Yeah, that makes things trickier. Okay. I would like to Eldritch Blast the one that's right in front of Finnick.
Okay.
I'm just trying to decide. No, I think I'm gonna first just run like 10 feet back so I'm right in front of Cade, and I will provoke an opportunity attack.
That is a
But
13.
Cool, misses.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do the Eldritch Blast with disadvantage.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do my 2 Eldritch Blasts at the one that's right in front of Finnick. Kind of the one that I'm directly on a diagonal with.
Okay.
That's a 23 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
So that's going to be 8 damage, and he's pushed back 10 feet.
Cool. And he's pushed back into the corner of the wall.
Second blast at that one.
Yep.
That's a 29 to hit
Oh, yeah.
for 9 damage, and it's pushed another 10 feet,
Okay.
like
well,
into the corner, I guess.
yeah. We can say he's in the corner.
Oh,
Or-
maybe in the corner.
Oh, shoot. I'm just going to delete the dead one. Quick.
What?
I'm going to delete the one that
Oh.
died because it's in the corner.
Oh,
you can
okay.
push him. So I'll say you can either push him in the corner or you can push him through the hole that the other one broke through in the wall. The
Into the
second one.
corner.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I want to keep
Cool,
him where
cool.
I can see him.
Fair enough.
Oh, baby in
Um,
the corner.
I'm gonna quicken an Eldritch Blast
Nice.
and see if I can get the kill,
Okay. Go for it.
as he would explode not next to anybody, which would be great.
Yeah.
That is a 26 to hit
Yeah.
for 11 damage.
Holy shit.
And the last one is an 18 to hit
That will hit.
What's the number I need?
6.
Okay. I add 3.
Yeah,
So I need to roll a
a
3.
3 or higher.
I rolled a 10.
Hell
so
yeah.
Oof.
It dies.
I'm double
and
checking. Yeah, perfect.
No one explodes.
It explodes in the corner. This kind of like green burst of flame.
Does it like chain react to the next one?
No, that one does need to make a dex save though. He succeeds, so he'll take half.
Cool. And I killed something, so I get 5 temp.
Yeah.
That is not limited by times per day or whatever. I just get 5 temp whenever I kill something.
Nice.
Only limits
But
on
like it
all
doesn't
not
stack,
stacking temp.
so like
Cool.
it doesn't stack with any temp I already have.
Finnick.
Well, I'm going to bonus action rage.
Rawr.
Try to go rar. And then
Reminder, Demi is on deck.
I guess I'll attack the one that's in front of
Cragthor?
Greathor.
Cool.
I'm sorry, before you do that, can I use the other like 20 feet of my movement now to just go like up those stairs in
Yeah.
the back of the room? No, not those. The up.
Oh,
the one
up,
where
like
the ghost
there.
came out of?
Yeah, like get up there.
Okay,
somewhere.
cool.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Continue.
You said stairs, and you were right, and then I was like, oh, no,
Yeah.
wait. All right,
So
Finnick,
many
what'd you do to roll to hit?
12.
No, +2, because Cragthor is in melee.
Ah, +2. Cool.
Because a 14 will hit.
14. Cool. Awesome. $13 damage.
Okay.
Still up.
Yup.
Second hit. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And nat 20 for 27.
Nat 20's crit, baby.
Mhm.
That's going to be overkill, right?
I believe so.
About to find out.
Because it's max damage plus
Another die, yeah.
another. Well, it's my maul is 2d6.
Yep.
So it's another
So-
2d6, right?
Yep.
So it would be 2d6 plus 12 plus your strength
Plus rage bonus.
plus rage.
So 21 plus 2d6.
24.
Cool. Yeah, it's overkill. I need you and Cragthor to make dexterity saving throws. I don't think he gets anybody else. He doesn't! Except for the ghoul. Ghoul saves too.
18.
Cool, that saves. Oh man, I rolled high. That's 8 points of damage.
Is that halved?
Mm-hmm. That's halved.
Halved again would be 4.
Oh yeah, you are totem, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, so yeah, halved again is 4.
And then I'll look at the last one and you're next.
Okay. Demi.
I'm gonna come and peek around the corner.
Okay.
Can I see everything that's happening?
Yep.
How far is it from me?
10, 20, 25 feet? 30 feet?
There's only one standing I can see, right?
Correct.
Can I hex it?
Mhm.
And then I want to toll the dead.
Okay.
I see.
15 wisdom.
Awesome. 3.
You rolled a 3,
Mm-hmm. Well, 4 minus 1, but yeah.
and he's taken damage already, so it's a d12.
Yep.
2d12.
2d12.
Sorry, I couldn't find the D8.
What do you need a D8 for?
Uh, that was my
Hex.
Toll the Dead. Sorry. I
2d12.
forgot my hex.
Yeah, 2d12 for Toll the
Alright,
Dead,
I'm re-rolling, sorry.
and then 1d6 for Hex, plus your +2 from Blood Cleric.
The hex doesn't add to Toll the Dead, unfortunately.
But I still get a D6 for my hex.
It only adds to attacks. Toll the Dead's a saving.
Oh, a
throw.
melee attacks?
Mm-hmm. No,
Not just
anything that
melee,
rolls an
it
it
attack
can
roll.
be. It can be a
Oh, an
spell
attack roll, that's
Attack
why-
is
okay,
anything with an
sorry.
attack roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. That's 4 the second time I rolled, so anticlimactic. Sorry. Go ahead.
So 6 points of total. Okay. 4 on 2d12. Wow. Ouch.
Tell me about it.
Dice jail forever. And any movement back or?
I mean, no.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, Luca.
I will move down the steps, and I got line of sight amongst all the lab equipment to it, right?
Yep. Yeah, this is like chest high, so you can see it over.
Okay. Luca's like, "What's a chest? What's chest height? I can put mine
Thorax.
wherever." And it will cast a ray of frost.
Okay.
That's nat 20.
Nice.
And
Go
for
boom.
spells, I just roll twice, right?
Yes. Yep.
It's 9 and 6, because 1s or 2s for me on cold damage. So 15 cold damage.
Okay.
And if it's still up, its speed is reduced by 10 feet. So hopefully people can get up. Nope, never mind.
Pop goes
Pop.
the undead.
The same 3 bad
Same
motherfuckers.
4-3.
Right, Morphinic and Varian.
Hey, at least Cyrus got out of there.
Goddamn. Another deck save, huh?
8G
13?
for 13 saves.
Cool.
21.
Saves. 9 points of damage is half.
That's half?
Yeah.
Oof.
It's
Oof.
it's
Half
2D
again,
it's
and-
2d10. I rolled a 10 and a 9.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
I'm
When it
hurting.
pops, Luca is just sort of like flinches a little bit and is like, "Oh, that's what made that noise. Sorry."
I only take 5 then.
Yeah.
5 or 4? 9
Half a
half.
9.
4.
9 originally halved and then
4?
down again. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm at 42.
Verdine is beginning to envy the turtle.
Oh, you just need to grow a shell, my friend. It helps a lot.
I'm looking
Add
for one.
synthetic shell to research ideas.
Cyrus and Cragthor. Roll Arcana checks. I guess Cragthor will try to assist Cyrus. It's a 10 on the dot. As combat ends here.
Okay. Can I give myself guidance on this, or is it just like a spur of the moment to see if I notice something?
Yeah, it's a spur of the moment thing.
Okay, no guidance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a natural 18 for a 22.
Okay.
But I have advantage, you
Yeah,
said?
you do.
Lower.
Okay. You being an alchemical person knows what Whitestone is famous for. That being residuum. That explosion was almost like residuum green-esque. Like the ghouls had eaten some.
Yeah, I think Cyrus will spring into action, noticing what it was. Anybody who is close to it when it blew up,
Mm-hmm.
he'll just like direct them over to the eye wash. Be like, no, you gotta go over there.
Quick hose down.
Just do it. I know you feel fine. Trust me.
All right, Cyrus, you got that look in your eye like you've seen something interesting. What's going on?
Riker's
That is-
immediately like, I think you could make drugs out of this too.
Oh, fuck.
Hmm.
Oh,
That
no.
that explosion wasn't just like that wasn't something that should happen when a ghoul blows up. That was there's something in there. Something I don't know if it was something they ate or something in the air around here, but it's not entirely safe.
Right. Well, I guess let's just be mindful of anything we touch.
Guardian pours a little water out of his water skin and just splashes his face.
Luca gets out the decanter of endless water.
If Guardian was like, I'm not waiting for the decanter, I'm just right away. If Cyrus is saying clean your face, I'm cleaning my face.
Huh. Pretty dangerous stuff, but pretty valuable too, if there's any around here that we can store safely.
I would hope so. It would be nice to get something out of that unpleasant encounter.
Do any of you know how this place got the name Whitestone?
Imagine the mountains.
That's what they want you to think. It's because there's a particular mineral that they mine here and extract. Uh, the city sits on a very rich vein. It's called residuum.
Residuum.
Uh-huh. And years ago, some of the archmages figured out that a unique property of residuum. DM, feel free to jump in if I get any of this lore wrong.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
So if you're a spellcaster, right, you've got all your different spells you can do, and your fireballs and your lightning bolts and what have you. But some of the really juicy magic takes material components. You've got to have like valuable objects to channel your magic through, right? You
Right?
magic-y folks, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, residuum does that.
It's
So
a
any
substitute.
if you so like if you need a diamond to be able to bring somebody back to life, if you have some residuum, that takes the place of the diamond and it works just as well. And it's dead useful because if you're a highfalutin, wizard or whatever, you just have some residuum and that takes the place of everything that you need. You don't need to carry around a big bag of different like jewels and rubies and snake skin or whatever you're dealing with. All you need is this little hunk of residuum and you're fine. And that makes it really, really valuable. Uh, or at least it did. I don't know what kind of value people are getting from it nowadays, but
But we could certainly get a lot of direct use value from it if we find some.
we certainly could.
Well, imagine this residuum paired with our refined spell gems.
Now that's a thought.
I mean, we could kind of do anything we wanted.
With enough time and preparation. Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, time is one thing we don't really seem to have the luxury of at the moment. But yeah, definitely for a rainy day.
It would be very useful if we were able to help with resecuring Whitestone for the Resistance as well. They could resume operations here, at least in some regard, and help to supply the mages and divine spellcasters within the Resistance itself. Give us an edge over the dragons, that's for sure.
I mean, yeah, like the Resistance will definitely want this stuff. Even if they don't have mages who can make use of it, it's worth a ton. And they can sell it to get whatever supplies they need.
Unfortunately, it would also be incredibly useful to the dragons to distribute to their underlings as they tighten their grip on Taldori and then potentially spread their tyranny onward.
Okay, we definitely don't want it falling into the wrong hands. Those of you who peeked in that next room down in the basement, did you see any kind of like glowing green light?
Yes. Right? There was a lot of that going on with there.
Where? Which room?
Like down,
Where the pyramid
Ziggurat.
was. Ziggurat, yeah.
yeah.
Yes. The pyramid was lit up like a Christmas tree in green.
Yes. It was very, very green.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was residuum.
A lot of it, I guess.
Whatever is down there doing that stuff, they've got a bunch of it.
That means whatever necromantic magic they're using, they could power something incredibly dangerous.
Well, if it's bringing a dragon back to life, I think that probably is incredibly dangerous.
Well, there's a difference between reanimating the dead and truly bringing the dead back to life.
There's also different degrees of reanimation.
Well, we keep saying that this has all kind of been done before, right? We talked about like the Woods reanimating the dead.
Mhm.
So how far did they get last time with whatever they were doing?
That's a good question. I can probably look through all those journals from Vox Machina.
Well, we could also go straight to the source, or a first-hand account, so to speak, when we get back to base.
It's true. Well, for now,
Are there
The
look through
people
this place
who
for more
read through
residuum.
the notes and skimmed through the journals, which I believe was Cyrus and Demi.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you make an intelligence check super quick.
Natural 4 for a 5.
Oof.
Just no proficiency, no nothing?
Yeah, just intelligence.
Yeah, 5.
What'd you get, Demi?
Sorry, I rolled a 4 for a 7.
There was something about what happened last time in the notebook. You'd have to go skimming for it again.
We can,
Yeah.
when we're back in the bunker, we can
Okay.
peruse. Are there any notes or journals in this room now that we've taken care of the ghouls?
Make it an investigation or perception check, and this could be for everybody.
I would like to look for more residuum in the area, in this lab specifically, if I can.
Cool, go for it.
Also, an investigation check.
Yep.
Okay, my guidance myself.
I've got. Sorry, go ahead.
Cade just wants to keep an eye out for anything that looks to be particularly interesting. Could be journals, could be blueprints, could be residuum bags, could be partially constructed firearms, anything of that sort.
Cool.
Would that be perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Copy that.
I got a 15 hunting for residuum.
I have a 15
Oh,
looking
shit.
for notes.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Hmm.
17 and a 3 on the guidance.
I
I got a rock. God damn it.
Um.
Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
25 for perception.
Okay.
Yeah, 11 for Luca, just sort of poking.
Cool.
Passive
around.
13 perception.
We'll start with Demi. You notice that there is another secret hidden door over here. You don't know how to open it, but you do spot it. Looking for notes. In the back lab here, there are more notes on the workbench. A lot of it related to I don't know how to word this. Residuum refinement, but not necessarily for the purposes of spell casting. It is more the idea of refining Whitestone into residuum for the purposes of making magic items out of it.
Ooh.
Enchantment.
There's another journal from Percy back down here too. And also some more notes on firearms. In the chest here, there is probably what amounts to just over a half-pound of residuum in a bag in the chest.
Something.
Yeah. Probably
I'm
worth
taking it.
probably worth about 300 gold if you had to if somebody who knew about it were to kind of hold it and weigh it.
I'll grab that.
Cool. There are random and various sundry gun parts as well, but nothing close to complete like the prototype you found downstairs that Cragthor grabbed.
I do not know how to properly spell residuum.
I will post it in chat in a second.
RESIDUUM.
I believe
Yep.
so.
That was my guess,
It's-
but I wanted to make
it's
sure.
It's like vacuum.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay, cool.
Alright, that's what you guys find in the 2 lab rooms, and then various and sundry experiments using different things like pressure chambers and such in order to try and find residuum into a more easily usable stone, because in its current state, it can be, as you all found out, slightly explosive if mishandled.
Do we find anything that could potentially be residuum tip bullets?
No.
Oh God. Explosive tips.
Thank God.
There's a potential use for
any
this
black
half pound
powder?
of it, though.
Yeah.
I'm not asking that. I wasn't asking that for real though. Cade wouldn't know what the fuck black powder is.
Yeah, there would be, but
It just looks like really bad coffee to Cade as he looks over like smells like crap.
it's coffee that's gone bad.
Different kind of black powder.
If Luca checks out like the other round sort of chamber off to the side, what is over there? It looks like there's a hatch cover.
Yes, and it is a ladder down.
Okay.
Hey, Verdian, would you mind joining me over here for a moment?
Certainly, I could. What did you find? And I'll head on over.
Well, there seems to be some sort of other entrance here, right? I mean, I can make it out, but I don't know how to open it.
Let me see. So, an investigation with thieves' tools, or just thieves' tools check, or what?
Just
For this?
investigation.
Okay.
Unless you're specifically trying to pick it open.
Well, I want to open it, however that may
Okay,
be
yeah,
done.
then standard investigation, yeah.
Okay. I will guidance. That is a 21.
Okay, there doesn't appear to be anything around this kind of door frame, but you can tell existing in this wall that there is a door. Over by the statue, which is a small shrine to the Raven Queen, you do find one of the wings can be turned up into its proper position, and you'll hear the door unlatch and start to slowly open towards you.
That is so fitting, considering my also connection to the Raven Queen, that I find that.
Mhm.
That's great.
Life finds a way.
It's all a big
Well-
circle.
Well, there we have it, I suppose. Peers into doorway.
Oh, yeah, there's
Really,
chest
do
in
you
there.
really want to do that?
That's a chest.
The last time you did that, you got attacked by a damn ghoul.
I didn't peer in then. I
I
backed
think
away.
Cyrus has absolutely no idea what's happening. He's just looking at these experiments and just muttering to
Yeah.
himself, like, this is
Yeah.
genius. He was using the ideal gas law to use pressure to separate the residuum atoms from the bedrock. I never would have thought to do it that way. It's what a mind.
What are
Like,
atoms?
Uh,
Well, you
while
see-
that's going on, I want to check the chest for traps.
It's another investigation check, thank you.
Yep. Yep.
Kate's getting a crash course on the periodic table and
Yeah.
molecular theory.
Well, like
Dirty 20.
residuum has a different atomic mass than the carbon in the rock. So if you apply pressure, it'll separate them. And
I
it's
love this.
like his mind, like Cyrus is just having like an epiphany right now, and like
He's going full Bill Nye on this.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, dirty 20 on the trap check.
Cool. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be trapped.
See if we can open it then.
Easy enough.
What do we find?
A singular scroll.
Can I make an Arcana check to see what the scroll's for?
You absolutely may.
I will assist.
Actually, hold
Can I
up.
guidance myself?
Hold up. Somebody knows exactly what this is in the party.
I never said I was sharing.
Oh, true.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, you can roll an Arcana check and try and find out what it is.
I'll roll to assist. Oh,
Uh,
I got a nat 1 on attempting to assist.
Damn.
I used all of my wits on getting in.
yeah,
to
there's
the chest.
also like just a random like bundle of like iron straps and like a ball in the bottom of it too.
Well, I rolled a 28 with a nat 20 and guidance, but what who in the party?
Oh, if you're gonna, I won't tell you, but it is some kind of extremely high level magical scroll, but it is not a spell scroll.
Oh, so with a 28 I don't know what it is though.
It is very high level magic. It is very magical. You don't know what it is. You also can't.
Damn.
You also can't open it, which is odd to read it.
Ooh. I'm gonna grab the bundle of rods and just look at that. Like, what is this? What
There's a
contraption
bundle of
is
rods
this
and what
just-
else was with it?
It's just a bundle of like metal straps in a ball shape.
Oh, metal straps.
Yeah.
As well. Oh.
Wait.
I'm
not
just
saying
gonna
what you
study the ball.
Okay, you're gonna cast Identify on it.
Yeah, sure. Why
Contemplate-
not? Actually, that's a good idea. I will contemplate the metal orb.
Contemplate the orb.
Yes.
A new hand touches the beacon.
Oh,
No.
You know. Please, somebody has the same trigger word. I'm gonna lose my shit.
These are iron bands.
Mm-hmm.
So on a key, hold on, let me find out what they do. Or what they do. So it's the iron bands of binding.
Manners.
You can use an action to speak the command word, which you don't know.
I don't know.
And throw it at a huge or small creature. You have to make a ranged attack roll, which is Dex plus proficiency. The target's restrained until you bonus action
That's some nasty shit right there.
the words again.
Do
Any
I know the
cr-
command
they-
word?
You do not
And
know
they
the
can-
command word.
Yeah, and I think they get to save against it every turn or something like that.
No, they can take a full action to
Oh,
make
yeah,
a DC
that's-
stun 20 strength check, and if it does in fact break, the item is destroyed.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because that I had that item on Wednesday,
It's Ebola plus, basically.
and the boss, and I hit the boss with it, and he rolled like a nat 20 on his strength check to get out of it and destroy it.
He had a +0, I think, too, which made it
Yeah,
funny as hell.
he needed exactly a nat 20. It was
The biggest
infuriating.
buzzkill.
I thought I did something awesome.
That's where you really wish you
Oh,
had a
man.
silvery barbs.
Yeah,
But but even then, it's still like, hey, you know what? It was just a random item.
but it took his full
and it
action.
made him
Yeah.
skip a turn essentially. And
Yeah,
we just destroyed him after that. But
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, there are a lot of
Them
spells
down.
where the enemy can get right out of it with an action,
Cool.
but it's still worth it because it wastes their action.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, that's what you guys find.
What's Luca doing?
I was gonna go check out the go over to the hatch
Hatch.
cover, and is it? You said it's not locked. It leads to a ladder down.
Yeah, you like unturn it, you open it up, and it is a ladder down. It goes out of your sight.
Okay.
I'm gonna find Luca.
Okay.
Kay's gonna go over to the chest where you guys find the things. Oh, what'd you find?
Well, I'm bands of binding, so that's fun. I'm not sure the command word they're set for, though.
Your identify thing didn't tell you?
No.
It doesn't do that?
It normally should. So I'm a bit confused. Any
So the-
other item, it's told me exactly how to activate it, but in this case, all I know is that it has a command word for the activation.
Huh. What about the scroll? What's that?
Deferring to Demi there.
Oh, I'm not there anymore.
Oh, well. I mean, would Kate have passed by you? I mean, I'm just like.
Yeah.
eh.
I mean, yeah, we put it past each other.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess so. I guess
mean,
like
are
you
keeping,
carried
are you
on.
keeping it? Are you trying to like pocket it?
I mean, yeah, I didn't say anything. Like I took the
Okay.
scroll with me when I went
Okay.
to talk to Luca.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
So
so
it-
Kay didn't see the scroll. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, so Kate didn't see the scroll. All
Well,
right.
if you're asking what's going on, I could also mention there was also a scroll that Demi was looking at, but like didn't look like she had much of an aha moment of it, and she didn't say anything about it.
I think around this time, Cyrus will come walking up from the other side of the room, looking like he's had an almost religious experience. And I'll just say, like, well, I'll never look at Boyle's Law the same way again. What have you been up to? What'd you find?
Ernie just holds up the ball.
Oh,
I couldn't figure out the command word.
maybe there's something in these notes about it. We'll have to take a look tonight.
Cool. So what's going on over at the hatch with Demi and Luca?
I guess I can't see You said I can't see the bottom, so it's more than 60 feet.
Yes.
I think as Demi comes up, Luca will just ask, like, "Oh, do you have a light spell or something I could borrow to sort of toss something down to see how deep this goes?"
You know, I don't, but maybe tomorrow I'll keep that just as a heads up, so I know to use it in the future.
Hmm. Oh, it's not a huge deal. We can just sure we can find something else we can just toss down there. I'm just curious how deep it goes and if it connects to that sewer grate or if it goes a different way. Although I assume not. Otherwise, there are no scratch marks or anything.
Not on
Like
this
anything
one.
came out of this one.
Not on
Does
this
it look
one.
like the same kind of grate, just with the hatch cover removed on the other one?
The other one has always been a grate, but they're similar size and the bolts are in similar places that they're kind of
Okay.
identical outside of the different coverings.
Okay, and then the other one did not have a ladder.
Correct.
Okay. And this one was not like latched or anything. When was I able to just flip the lid open, or did it take some turning?
It was latched from this. It was shut, like turned and closed from this
Yeah.
side, but it took like a turn and a half, and you were able to open it up.
And is there a wheel on the other side to turn it as well, or does it only open
No,
from
it
this
only
side?
opens from this side.
Okay. So I guess maybe if the ghouls wanted to come up this way using the ladder, they wouldn't have been able to get past the door, but I don't know where this might go.
Did you
What
find
else?
anything else?
Oh, no, not particularly. What about you?
I did find this scroll. I thought it was a spell scroll,
Mhm.
but trying to like decipher the magic on it was a little bit tough for me. It's some sort of high level magic, like beyond anything that I've seen. But since you've spent time at the Cerberus Assembly, I was wondering if maybe you could tell me what it was, or if you've seen anything like this before.
Have I?
No, you have not.
No, it doesn't look familiar.
Hmm.
You said you can't even unroll it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to make of it. Sorry, I can't be more help.
No worries.
I guess, let's see, I don't have detect magic or anything like that.
Did you learn more magic while you were there?
Or just sort of how to control my own. It sort of comes to me naturally and from the dragon, you see.
Yeah.
And it's more of an instinct than anything else, but I have to sort of practice, hone it, try to figure out what exactly I can do and how, do something like the frost breath or something, and then try and remember how to do it again. So,
Sure.
wasn't really so much learning as figuring out, if that makes sense. It's
Yeah.
different from wizardry.
I think I'd be pretty grateful to anybody who could help me control my powers.
Oh,
Hey, Demi, Luca, you two see anything down there?
There's a hatch.
just darkness and a ladder. There's a ladder on this side.
Do you need a torch? I have a spare.
Oh, that would be great.
It's like
Very-
calling from the other side
Yeah.
of the room.
Would Verdi be able to hear this shouting?
Oh, yeah, he's probably like shouting in your
Yeah.
ear because he's still
Yeah.
standing
Well,
right there.
well,
Okay,
he's got his
that's like-
hands cupped to kind of,
Yeah.
focus
Well,
it.
I'd just be like, I could just cast a light on something and drop it down, but in case there is something explosive, it might be better to not have a fire.
Oh, I suppose we'd see the glow if there were residuum down there, but sure,
there
if you
could
want
be
to toss a
other
light down there,
explosives.
but just a moment. Give me one more moment. and it turns back to Demi and just says, what sort of powers are you talking about? I can't promise I would know any way to help, but
Oh, well, I mean, until I got to here, I don't know, a little bit before I met you guys, I didn't have any powers. So everything's a little bit new for me. So, like, I do understand where you're coming from. So I was just saying, like, whoever would have helped me with my powers, I would just be grateful to them. You know, like someone who could have helped me understand.
yes, I had a lot that I had to figure out on my own before I even got to the academy, like sort of how to form this shape and how to move and how to speak. But you seem to handle your powers quite well. It's very impressive.
I think you're the impressive one, Luca.
Oh, I probably just got most of this from the wisdom of the dragon that sparked me to life.
Sure. Hopefully, we find out more about dragons, the good ones, and not just the ones that we're going to be up against.
Right. Well, shall we toss something light down here and see how far this goes?
Yeah, doesn't Verdian have something like that's light based?
You know, cast it a couple times, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's not. Hopefully, won't blow anything up. Fun as a torch would be. Luca will like extend a pseudopod down the stairs, like out the door and down the stairs, like 10 feet, like holding out a
it
hand,
out, like,
holding out a hand for the wrench. But
but for a light, yeah. I will try to find something soft so that it won't like violently clash on anything if they drop it down that I can cast the light onto. Like just like an empty sack or something, like a little empty sack or
I
something.
hand you one of my 10 daggers I have.
Well, I'm trying to not use something hard that might kick up a spark, just in case.
Oh, that's good.
You know, we don't know if there might be powder storage down there or something.
What about a crumpled up piece of paper?
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grabs
A
one.
ball of
of
paper would
grabs
fall
one of the
faster than like a
seemingly
sack or something that can drift.
Yeah.
Winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
just grab one of the seemingly useless ones off of the wall.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just crush and.
It
Light.
goes down about 135 feet. Into
Potentially natural gas deposits.
right.
Couple.
No, what you see at the bottom, which is really hard to see because it's 135 feet down through like a 5-foot hole. This looks to be like a hidden ladder you can kick out and get into the other laboratory, like some kind of emergency exit.
Hmm.
Not to be one to suddenly lower the mood, but weren't we supposed to be trying to get out of here pretty quickly to warn some people about the dragon that's being resurrected downstairs?
Yes.
Yeah, he has a point.
We've probably done all we can do here for now. Probably get moving.
I mean, I don't want to be the asshole here, but we might want to get going.
Yes.
Okay.
Cyrus, do you have any more of those short-lived healing potions, or should I just down one of the regular ones I've got?
Oh yeah, no, I've got plenty.
Wonderful.
I
Could I have a
above
couple?
game I have 7. So yeah, use
Okay.
those before other healing potions.
Yeah.
Can Cragthor have one?
I need something.
Sure.
Cool. What is it again?
They're
It's
all they're 2d4 plus my intelligence, which is only a +1. So
Okay.
they're like 1 point off from being regular healing potions.
Okay, I'm gonna have it.
that'll put
And if we
one.
drink
One
them
will
full,
put
it's
one will put Cragthor close enough to half HP.
if we drink them with full action, it's just 9 straight up, right?
Yes,
2d4 + 1.
actually. Yeah.
And Finnick
Okay.
have one as well.
I have 7, and I don't need one for myself. So
So that's 2 spent. I'm
Y'all
gonna
figure
go
it
ahead
out.
and
Cool.
well, aren't the alchemist ones always full actions? Like it specifies that you
No, we
can't.
talked about this prior. To
Oh,
the
okay.
campaign,
My
that
bad.
They're going to operate
Yeah.
under the regular healing
We
rules.
talked
Okay,
about
sorry.
this.
Yeah.
yeah, all the other alchemist elixirs will be a full action.
Oh,
Correct,
okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna just full action. couple of
you
those.
guys
Two
can
of 'em.
make your way out of the creepy haunted castle.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
where would you all like to go?
Can we find that ranger that found us the first night we were here? I forget their name
Kynan.
off the top
Kynan.
of my head. Kynan, yeah.
Kynan.
Yep. Found it.
You can certainly try. You get the idea that unless he wants to be found, you might not be able to find him.
Can I make a survival check?
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, do you want to assist me?
Abso-stankin'-lutely.
Demi's like, challenge accepted.
I'll
That's a-
guidance you
that's
if
a-
you guidance me.
Yeah, I'll do it. That's a 16 survival for Cade.
So it's advantage for Demi.
Do it to it.
23.
Okay. Can I have everybody in the party make a stealth check?
Pass without a trace.
Okay.
Lovely.
So are we doing this like same question
Just-
as before? Is this spur of the moment or can we use guidance?
Yeah, you can use guidance heading out into the city.
Okay.
Oh. Except I threw one of my dice.
36 total.
30 for Cragthor, so that's pretty good with disadvantage.
So with
Pass.
disadvantage and guidance and my modifier and pass without trace, it's a 30-20 total.
Okay.
With disadvantage and a -1, it is 29 for Cade. I rolled an 18 on the die twice.
Cool.
Nice.
Luca?
Thank you. All right.
Let's see, pass without trace is plus 10.
Yep.
So that is only a 26.
Only. Okay, Finnick?
28.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys feel pretty stealthy dodging the giants that are paroling through town as in the afternoon, as the shade still hasn't really gone away. It's still very overcast. Demi, you feel pretty confident you can find him given enough time. There are a couple, like, to your eye, clearly built, like, lookout towers in dilapidated buildings that have, like, the second floor fallen out. So in the third, you get to, like, the third one that you see, and you just hear, like, this whisper coming from upstairs, like, the hell are you doing?
Demi,
Do we all
do
hear
you
that?
still have that that elixir of flight from this morning?
I do. What do you have in mind?
Oh, I was just thinking maybe you'd like to get a bird's eye view.
Oh. DM, did it sound like the person was talking to us?
Yeah.
Or they're just talking?
Talking to you. It's a little muffled, but it sounds close enough to Kynan.
Oh, we should probably answer it then.
I'll just say to Cyrus, I think we found him though.
Get off this, like, leave or get inside.
Which
Uh,
building are you in, damn it?
Demi knows exactly what building he's in.
I just say, come on guys, let's go. And we'll just go in.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
And we'll take our break there.
Hey.
Hey.
Break time.
Alright, we're back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hope everybody had a good break we did over here, too. You all step into the house. And we were very careful footsteps, trying not to fall through the rotten boards on the floor above you. And, like, he has, like, his face covered and stuff when you see him now, but he'll pull, like, his mask that he used to stay kind of more hidden down and... What are you all doing here? How can I...
We're here to warn you.
Oh. About... what?
Dragon.
What's going on in the castle?
What's going on in the castle?
Well, specifically the ziggurat down below.
I kind of knew about that, not really.
Okay.
Someone's raising a dragon down there. And we were too late to interrupt the ritual.
Okay.
And they're using a shit ton of residuum to do it.
Well, the ziggurat itself, to my knowledge from what happened, was already encrusted in residuum.
And they are making use of that.
Yeah. Like, that was, like, the whole thing the Briarwoods did.
Well, yeah, there's somebody down there resurrecting a dragon. Or raising it from the dead or something. We got there after we had already been in a couple other fights, and we knew that we were done for if we went in there. We just came out to rest for the night and warn you, and we'll go tackle it in the morning unless it starts causing havoc overnight.
Okay.
You think we shouldn't try and report this to Dust before we try and engage this thing ourselves?
On the one hand, the resistance needs to know, but on the other hand, it's probably faster than us. So it could potentially get there or get to somewhere else and wipe people out before we have a chance to warn them.
Well, we have a sending scroll.
That's
That's
true, we do.
We should use that. We should use that.
Yeah, I think the emergency warrants using that, I would say.
I won't lie, I completely forgot we had that.
How should we formulate the message?
Can any of us cast it?
Definitely. Right? It's got to be on somebody's spell list.
Luca, maybe?
Yeah.
What, sending?
Yeah.
It's also on the cleric.
It's also on the
so
cleric
any of the
list,
clerics.
so...
Oh, I thought it was only specific clerics.
No,
Apparently
it's
not.
on the bard, cleric, wizard, and great old one warlock list.
Oh, okay. So, well, half the party
Yeah.
can do it then.
Mhm.
That's why I didn't see it on my list earlier when I was
Yeah.
doing a quick search for it, because it's a 3rd level spell, and Kate doesn't have access to 3rd levels yet.
Well,
Yeah, so I think if you don't have access, like, I think if you don't have any 3rd level slots, you need to roll Arcana for it, I think.
Right.
I think.
Yeah, it's
I don't-
DC 13, because it's DC 10 plus the spell level. That is correct.
Mm.
But if you have 3rd level slots, even if you don't have all those levels in cleric or whatever.
You could
You're
cast it.
fine.
I do not have any 3rd level slots at the moment.
So,
That will not be until, I believe, next level.
So of the people who are either, well, so nobody here is a bard or a wizard. So of the people with cleric levels, who has the highest Arcana?
Wait, wouldn't Demi have 3rd level slots?
no.
yes, I have 3rd level spell
Oh.
slots.
Yeah, you
Because the
do.
multi-class of 2 pure casters, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So no check
Oh yeah,
needed.
that's true. Yeah.
That is
But don't you already have 3rd level spots too, Veridian?
No, I misspoke once and said 3rd level about like a cast, but I still cast it as 2nd level because I only have 2nd level.
I have a +6 Arcana.
Well,
Well, you don't
need
have to
Arcana.
roll.
Yeah, you have third
You
level.
can
Oh,
just cast
okay.
it.
You don't have
Yeah,
to roll.
you can just do sending.
I thought he asked who had the highest Arcana.
Yeah, because we,
Well,
Yeah,
we
I
forgot
didn't
that
think
people had
anybody
3rd
had
level
3rd
spell
level
slots.
slots. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So like if you had a level of something else in there, then that would matter. But
Yeah.
So am I just winging this? I've never done this spell
No,
before,
let's-
so do we like plan it out? It says like 25 words or something like that, right?
yes,
Yeah.
let's plan our words carefully. How can we structure this?
I was gonna say, if you guys get close enough, like,
Yeah.
Danger, Ziggurat, dragon being raised, residuum in use.
Necromancer.
Blue dragon being raised. I think we do need to specify.
Yeah, blue dragon being
Under
raised.
Whitestone.
Ziggurat underneath Whitestone, Necromancer.
Residuum Ziggurat being
Mhm.
in use. Yeah, residuum Ziggurat used.
Yep.
Well, remember, this message is to Cassandra de Rolla. We do not
Yeah.
need to explain what the ziggurat or what residuum is.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's true. So
Is
just
backup one or
where
2
the
words?
Backup
What?
is 1 word, I believe.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It is in fact 1 word.
Okay, I have this kind of thing put together so far. This is 12.
I think I
put the
got it.
Necromancer and
Okay.
heals thing, like thinking we could, she might be able to identify who it is for certain because we don't know technically.
Hey, it's the answer. Ziggurat, necromancy hotspot, raising dead dragon, can't take alone, backup appreciated. We might be fucked. That's it.
That's accurate. That is
Fair.
very accurate.
Very fair.
You pooping?
Damn it! There's the jester moment.
It has to be. It has to be said one time.
It
in
has to be
every
one. It
campaign,
has to be one.
and then never again because it'll
Are
get
you
old.
pooping? Are you pooping? Fuck. Do. I'm fucking so bullshit. I can't remember. Does sending allow someone to respond to it? Or is
Yes.
it just
Yeah.
a one way? Okay.
You'll hear in your head after about probably like a minute. Backup may be not possible for a while. If you all have to return to base to stay safe, please try and do so.
That's it. And Demi will kind of say that out loud.
Yeah.
What's it?
So apparently it's just us out here. That's how it's about to be for a bit. And
Shit.
if we want to stay safe, get back to base.
Looks like it's just us alone.
It might be good to bring back those who have been in Whitestone still. And he kind of looks at our buddy here, kind of, and like, this place is about to get a lot more dangerous.
Okay.
Well,
You guys said it was a blue dragon that was being raised down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Big
how
one.
big did it look?
I've never seen a dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't
Like,
think I'm very familiar.
like,
with
would you guess it was adult sized or was
Could
it
I-
bigger?
Could I compare it in scale to a sea monster I might have seen during my time on the seas?
No, I would say you guys would know that it's
Or okay.
You saying you're trying to
I
compare it to the
described
Patola?
I described it last time as not ancient sized, but larger than a normal adult dragon.
So
Adult plus.
it was a rather bulky adult.
It was massive.
Well, I think before we start coming up with an evacuation plan, the 7 of us have to decide, are we going back in there in the morning or making a break for it?
Question.
I know Cragthor votes to go back in, but what do the rest of us think?
Question for this. Would I be aware of the fact that like my lightning is going to do nothing to this fucking thing? I'm assuming I probably would at least have some inkling that like lightning is something that a blue dragon's going to shrug off.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. I didn't mean to have guidance still check. That's 20 even without it. Dirty 20.
If it's not, it'd either be resistant or immune.
Okay. So with that in mind, Veridian's answer is unless I switch the configuration around of my armor a bit, I'm going to be useless against that thing. Even with changing the configuration, my usefulness will be drastically limited. I do not want to fight that.
I just can't stop thinking about other residuum.
I'm wondering if we might get a chance to get the necromancer alone.
I'm just thinking about what it means for this community and for the world if we don't do anything.
Do we know what the source of this power is? I mean, it's the ziggurat itself. Or is there something on the ziggurat that maybe we can utilize to stop their power, stop their transformation?
The residuum itself doesn't have power of its own, as I understand it. Think of it as like a material component
A
that you
conduit.
use for a spell. It's a conduit for if there's a powerful enough magic user, they can channel their power through it. But if left alone, the ziggurat doesn't pose a threat. It's just a matter of making sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
What about that orb of nothing, or whatever it was? That nothing has ever come back out from.
I'm sorry,
That was
what?
one of that
What do you think?
orb that nothing, that anything touches it disappears into it, or whatever, right? That was one of the things we were supposed to investigate. What about
It
that?
was on the ziggurat, wasn't it? Is it supposed to be? Think maybe we can lure the dragon and to touch it somehow? Bait it into a fight?
It's a long shot, but if we were to confront it, some kind of plan involving that is the only way I see that works out for us.
Does anybody know what
Yes.
this is? And I'll pull out that scroll.
Well, I can certainly try. It's in my
It
hand
looks
for
like
now.
a spell scroll to me.
No.
Iris, you know exactly what this is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Strike that.
You
DM
You-
just told me I know what this is.
You know exactly what it is. You've signed one
Okay.
before.
Huh?
What is it?
This is a contract.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's it's been 27 years since I saw one of those up close. This is a contract.
I'll hand it to Cyrus.
Well, I can't open it or read it. It's a contract between a warlock like myself and their patron.
So, what does it still being here mean for us?
Where'd you find it?
In that chest with Veridian.
There was a hidden room that Demi found and I opened. It was alongside this, and I hold up the ball again. Just keep
Well,
presenting the ball.
That could mean our departed friend Percy DeRollo signed a contract with some extraplanar being.
But does this do or mean anything to us right now? Is there anything that it can be used for, or that it is a signal of in the moment?
Well, it's a. So what I know, DM. So this is a warlock contract.
Yeah.
Would a document like this still be sealed and unable to be opened after the warlock dies?
It depend. I believe you would know. It would depend on what the terms of the contract were, or was in this case.
Yeah. What relevance this has to anything all depends on the terms of the contract. But it doesn't seem that there's any way to know the terms of the contract without asking one of the people who signed it. And if this
Maybe-
was Mr. DeRollo, or Lord DeRollo, excuse me, if this was him, the only way to find out is to find the patron.
Well,
Or
is there a way to
perhaps-
look at this contract and see if there is a patron? Like, see if
Well,
the name's on it?
There's
seal?
definitely a patron. There's definitely a patron. That's why we can't read it.
I just didn't know if like they had like a sigil or something like that. Sometimes demons have certain sigils that they mark their things with.
Anything on the outside of the scroll that we can, any identifying marks?
Where it's sealed, but you wouldn't recognize it.
Yeah, there's some kind of symbol here, but nothing that rings any bells for me. If you all want to take a look.
What
But I'm afraid that in order to open this and see what's inside and what the terms are, and
Hear me out.
we would have to find this individual that belongs to this symbol.
Would it not be possible that a certain someone close to the departed Lord DeRollo might also have some information, or perhaps even be able to open the contract?
Again, that all depends on what the terms of the contract are.
At least it's something to try.
I think we can certainly take it back to Dust.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it for now.
Yeah.
Contracts written in blood can be opened with blood.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting concept.
I like the way you think, Cade.
I mean, it's going to be a long shot, but I don't see any other option besides finding the dark entity that wrote this.
So DM, kind of an above game question.
Go for it.
So to change planes of existence, right? To interplanar travel, you have to have like a tuning fork
Right.
and a spell and whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if an entity signed this in blood, or however the contract, this warlock patron act was signed, right?
Yeah.
Could you use this as a tuning fork to get to wherever that person is or entity is?
So this is an interesting above game thing, because plane shift it says tuning fork. However, if you also read the DMG and interplanar travel, you need you could also use an item from that plane of existence.
Right.
Mhm.
So like above game, probably it might be.
I mean, Demi doesn't know that, but I was
No,
just
like
wondering.
above game, yeah.
Maybe she'll find a way. She'll
Interesting.
find that out.
Yeah.
Good idea.
It's not
Mhm.
I've
very
heard
good
way
idea.
worse ideas.
No,
Mhm.
years ago I signed a contract just like this one. I never got a copy though. Mr. DeRollo was a smarter man than I.
Mm.
I just signed the copy, and Levistus took the original back to the Nine Hells with him.
Well, differing states of desperation in the moment would also play a factor in that. Don't discredit your intelligence too heavily there.
Well, and I don't know what kind of entity he made a pact with. It might be a devil, or it might be a demon, or it might be an angel, or it could be a sea monster or something like that. I have no clue. They're not all bad.
Guardian winces at the mention of a sea monster.
Cyrus
little,
does
like-
not notice him do that.
Like staring down at the floor, just like at the document.
Yeah, or he's absentmindedly just like ticking off a list of extraplanar beings that he knows about.
Like
And then
counting
there's
them on his hands as he goes through the
elementals,
list.
and there's this, and then it just keeps
Yeah.
going.
Then there's Faye, and there's
Yeah. Even undead. Undead can sometimes be warlock patrons. It's rare, but it happens.
More like powerful liches and things like that.
Yeah.
What about dragons?
I don't. I've never heard of dragons because dragons aren't technically extraplanar.
They are powerful though,
They're very powerful.
and can't things like liches be patrons as well? They're
I'm
not
sorry,
extraplanar.
more curious than anything else.
Make Cyrus and Cade make a history check.
Ooh.
That is a 13.
Okay.
Ooh. I have a +0 to my history, so 19.
Okay.
Well, 19 on the die. It got very close to the 1, but it came back.
It is
a
more
little
so
bit.
making a pact with a god than a dragon, but there are warlocks of Tiamat and Bahamut throughout history.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to extraplanar dragons, like the progenitors, your dragon gods and such, that certainly
Bahamut,
is
Tiamat,
possible.
yes.
It's rare. And I suppose there are some. Are there dragons or dragon-like creatures that are native to the elemental planes? That could be something.
I could imagine so. As well as anything out in the reaches of the astral sea, I'm sure.
I would assume that, as it does with most creatures, the Shadowfell could also change a dragon.
And not for the better.
It changes very little for the better.
Oh,
Oh,
no
well, you
matter.
got out
Sorry,
okay.
it was just fleeting curiosity of mine.
It was a good thought.
Hey, Luca, do we know the dragon, or if they had a name or anything who's given you your power, or who's a part of you, I should say?
I don't believe I know yet. It wasn't even really a gift as I understand it, so much as everything rushed into this form all at once, and I've just been trying to figure out how it all works since then. The knowledge might be in here somewhere, and I just have yet to understand it, but I came from a very basic place to even come this far to human form and speech and such. So I don't know the name or anything right now, but perhaps I may learn or remember in the future.
I hope we can find that out.
I'd
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
be curious. Whoever it is long dead, but
But
the dragon
Luca,
of that power someone must remember them somewhere.
Luca, I don't know if I'd be so quick to say that it wasn't a gift. Seems to me like quite a gift.
And whoever this dragon was seems to be pretty powerful.
Yeah. To be able to impart sapience and sentience and self-awareness, that's a gift that a lot of people don't really even have.
And to be able to do so after death, that says something.
I'm still not totally sure how it happened, if it was intentional or not.
You
I
never know. I'm
could
sorry.
just be a fluke magical accident.
A happy little accident.
Everything I've learned about you so far, Luca, there's a lot about you that's wrapped up in mystery and a lot that's unknown. But the one thing I know about you for sure is that you are not a fluke.
You mean not uncommon?
No, I mean that you're not. I don't think you can be so quick to just say you were an accident. Powerful beings like gods and devils and dragons, they work in strange and mysterious ways that we'll never fully comprehend. But they do what they do for their own reasons. Just because we don't know what those reasons are doesn't mean it was a whim or
I
a
suppose
byproduct.
not. True. I guess who am I to say the will or intentions of such an ancient dragon? Maybe I'll learn, maybe I'll not. Although, this must be what your faith in your gods feels like as well.
Not too far off.
There's some similarity, yes.
Well, who knows? Maybe you feel like a really powerful dragon inside of you, and they're somebody's patron.
Perhaps.
Or when we find out who they are, they could be yours.
Well, as we discussed earlier, Demi, someone who could help teach me to use my full powers would be a great gift. But in the meantime, I hope you don't mind me practicing stumbling alongside you all.
I haven't seen you stumble yet.
I can hide it very well. It's the liquidy.
Must be nice.
I mean, we've seen him fall, and Kate points over to Veridian.
Savage.
Uncalled for, but understandable.
How many
But
more of those healing
that's-
potions do you have, Cyrus?
Oh, right, missed that.
I rewatch everything the
but-
next day, so
Yep,
But
go watch the VOD.
But
No
that's also
spoilers till
why
tomorrow.
Yeah,
That'll be a
somebody
special little
spoil it
surprise.
after.
but that's also why it's best to move in groups like these. So when
Right.
we do slip, we do fall, we can help each other get back up again and keep going.
We all
Mm.
make each other better.
Absolutely. Bolster each other's strengths, cover each other's weaknesses.
In some cases, quite literally.
Yeah, well,
So,
Right.
returning to Verdian's point, I don't know that you'd be useless just because your zapper isn't going to hurt a blue dragon. There's lots of stuff you can do.
There's not much else I can do in a fight with it if I can't do that, though. And like I said, I can reconfigure my armor for a different sort of combat that may technically work, but it wouldn't work very well as it would be restricted to melee.
Okay, so here's my thought. Fighting a dragon sounds amazing. Taking down necromancers even better, but at the same time, I don't think that any of us might survive that. And I would like us all to stick together. So we could go in like guns blazing, like I like to usually do, or we could go in stealthily and try to take down the power that they're using some way or another.
Try to get to the
That's
necromancer without provoking the dragon.
Correct.
It was already
Nothing
too
else.
late.
There are lots of places the necromancer can fit that the dragon can't, right?
there's also another detail that I think we are missing on here.
What's that?
How far away from the deadly orb did Dust say magic stopped working?
The entire room it was in.
Oh, good point. See, Verdian, you have nothing to worry about. None of our magic's gonna work.
Well, I suppose that would mean that if someone who's not reliant on magic got the dragon to chase them in there, it should just stop functioning, right? If it's raised magically.
Unless it's a true resurrection.
But even then, if they can make it so the dragon would have to chase them through the orb would consume the dragon. I really think that's the only. If we were to do that, I think that's the only tactic that has a shot.
I think if the dragon is truly resurrected, it would be too smart to fly into the thing.
That depends on how badly you piss it off. Chromatic dragons are very proud creatures, after all.
Oh,
If you give it the right insult or provoke it in just the right way, you can make it dance in your hand in a matter of speak.
interesting.
Just make sure it's not a dance that you're going to die to.
Right.
So here's a question. When this dragon's resurrected and it's in its full health again, the person who resurrected, do they have control over this dragon or at least some sort of allegiance or alliance with them? Or is it just like the dragon has all of its thoughts from the time before?
No
How it's
idea.
raised. Yeah.
If it's a true resurrection, I would assume it would be similar to as if,
Make
if
an
a cleric
Arcana check.
used it. I would assume.
Anybody who has proficiency.
All right.
Doesn't have proficiency, but Cragthor would have advantage.
I got 22.
Guidance?
Sure.
21.
21.
Oh, I got 22 before guidance.
Or sorry, yeah, with guidance, it's a 22.
Cool.
Mine is a 25.
Nice.
24.
24.
9.
Luca, you don't know a lot about resurrection magic and stuff.
I know a lot about dragons, but I don't know a lot
No,
about
yeah,
resurrection
exactly.
magic.
It would depend on the method of which they brought them back. If they were brought back as a true Draco Lich, they would have control of themselves. If it was true resurrection, they would have their own memories and be themselves. If they were brought back in some other necromantic way, it's possible whoever raised them would have control over them.
Like as a zombie dragon rather than a Dracolich.
Yeah. But still pretty close to what
Pretty
there's...
nasty.
Yeah, still pretty
Yeah.
nasty.
Most of the ways I can. Most of the ways they would retain some independence. So simply separating the necromancer and killing her wouldn't necessarily stop the dragon.
It
I
didn't
mean, it
stop
couldn't
the
hurt to
it
do
didn't
so.
stop the giants if it's a similar magic.
I just had an
Obviously, they're still
intrusive.
there.
What was that, Kate?
Just me responding to Rai. Like,
Oh, sorry.
that's true because they're still there.
So crazy thought. Is there a way that we could like gain control of this dragon?
Or is there a way we could gain control of the orb?
The dragon, I'm almost certain not the orb. Be difficult to do when you can't use magic around it.
Does anybody know how long these ceremonies take?
I could tell when we saw it was too late to stop it from being raised. Already. It's coming back if it's not already awakening.
What do you think they're going to do with it once it's awake?
Who knows? If they're vaguely aware that there are still people in Whitestone but just can't track them down, they might just raise the city. That's why I was suggesting that we should take those who have remained here and get the hells out.
But I don't even know if there's time for that.
The Taldora is in more than enough danger without adding a necromancer and an undead dragon to the roster. There's no one here, there's no one else who has time to deal with something like this. It's gonna be us. We're gonna have to fight it now or later.
Maybe we should ask those who've been living here in the shadows then. Kynan, would you and those who are still here with you want to try to take this thing down with us right now before it can get out and on the loose? Or evacuate?
But wouldn't all the people still living here have gone to ground? It would be.
Well, there was some other
Enough of
people
it-
alongside Kynan, so I was asking.
Oh, okay,
if you
sorry.
want to-
Yeah, the other militia.
Okay.
Kind of. I assume you guys are having this conversation in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's why I turned to
absolutely.
ask him that, yeah.
He's learning a lot about us, by the way.
Yeah,
that we
he's just
have
sitting there
out in
just
the open
like-
with. We're basically trauma dumping and telling our life stories in front of this guy who doesn't know shit about us.
Provided
like
there are
casually
no
learning
other,
someone you're talking to is from the
provided
shadow
there are
fell.
no other distractions, it would take me about 2 hours to get everybody up and out.
They would rather flee than fight, most likely.
Yeah.
When you all were going through everything in both of the labs, and all of Percy DeRollo's work on firearms and whatnot, did you find anything functional?
Blackthorpe picked up some.
Cragthor did
prototypes, and I
not.
think we got some notes, right? He got prototypes, but not functional.
Correct.
Like
He got
partial
prototypes and
notes.
the notes to finish them. He did not grab anything functional.
Yeah. That's the
Can
closest we
I
got.
look at the notes and see how close they are to being finished and like how quickly that could be done?
I could assist him in that, like what Cragthorpe proposed, him doing the chemistry, me doing the mechanics.
Yeah. Make a tinkering check.
Oh, Tinker's tools.
All right. I will, yeah, I'll use my the right tool for the job to make some tinker's tools.
Presumably, this would be intelligence-based check.
Yeah, so it's
'Cause we're not trying to do it right now.
intelligence plus proficiency.
Right. Okay.
Is it, yeah, just intelligence plus proficiency. I'll give myself guidance
Mhm.
also.
Doing the same. 22 on my end.
16.
Yeah, Cragthor will pull them out and show you the prototypes and some of the pages and notes and stuff. With Percy's laboratory that you guys have and found, where he made some of this stuff, a couple days. If you're working nonstop.
Yeah.
That's like if we were doing it in the lab or just with the stuff
Yeah.
we found from
If you're doing it in the
Ooh.
lab, in the house.
In the lab.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little far off.
That's how far off they are. Oof.
Days, not hours.
Um,
I was
boomsticks.
just thinking that's not magical, so that could be something that would work in the room.
Good
But
thought.
Wait a second,
doesn't seem
Kaiden,
to be
weren't
our
you one of
best
the
option.
riflemen?
Yeah,
Where's your weapon?
they've misfired or jammed or broken down over time, and we don't have
No spares.
the ability to fix them as easily as
Mm.
Lord Derolo did, or
Do
the
you
senior
still
rifleman
have-
did.
Do you still have them that perhaps we might be able to fix them faster than completing one of these prototypes?
I might have one in one of my stashes somewhere. I'd have to go find it.
Because we've located Lord Derolo's laboratory. We have secured access to it, so if you can
I don't think
find one
anything in that
that's
castle is
mostly functional.
secured, but
I mean, he
But-
hid it pretty damn well.
yeah. I I can see if I can find it in one of my stashes if I tell people to get out of the city.
Might be good.
Are you staying in the same place this evening?
As long as
I
it's
think
not,
so, yeah.
as
At
long as
the
it's
very
not
least,
been exposed in some way.
at the very least, until we hear from you, we can do that.
If I find it, I will bring it to you all. If I don't, I will leave the city with them. And I should be dead. He kind of looks up at the sky and goes, "It's hard to tell with the clouds, but when he's doing time calculating how long it's going to take him in his head, I would be at the house I found you all in at nightfall. So if I don't come when it's completely dark out, by the time it gets completely dark out, then haven't found it and gone with people."
Understood.
I still feel if we can't get that, we should leave this place too.
Can we show you the pieces that we found along the way?
Sure.
I don't. Above game, I have none of these pieces. I know that Cragthor has
Vector's
something
got
that's
components.
yes, but then we just found some more components when we were down there searching
Right.
those chests. So
Cyrus
I
and
don't-
Dragon were just looking at them, so I guess we'd have them.
Yeah, he'll pull them out. He can pull them out.
Pull
Those
it
are
out.
his designs, all right. They're a little more complicated and complete than ours were. Ours were a little bit more simpler, but I couldn't work on something like this.
But I mean, with these pieces, do we have enough to like make more than one working, whatever this is?
And, I'll kind of look for a second. Pick them up, kind of examine them. I mean, you've got enough for a pepper box and then one of his rifles. So,
Well, while you're grabbing the other stuff for us, if you find anything along the way that you think would help us with these, I'd appreciate it.
sure.
I think we've got to go in.
I agree.
We've got to go in. We've got to see what's what. We've got to try. And maybe a bunch of us won't really have very useful powers.
It sounds like a
But I
suicide
don't see how we walk away from this place without trying. And we should have an escape plan in case it all goes sideways, which it very well may.
DM?
Yeah.
Above game, this is a bugging question here. Would Cade, as a cleric, one who has studied divine and as a result chromatic magic, because it's the polar opposite
Mm-hmm.
in some cases, would he know if there are any drawbacks to utilizing resurrection magic?
Ooh, that's a really good point. Make a Arcana check with advantage.
Can I give myself guidance on that one since it's something that Cade will be pondering on essentially as this
Yeah.
conversation is going?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to roll the guidance first. Okay, that's a 2 on the guidance. Oh, shit. There goes the dice. Okay, I'll use the metal. This is an important roll, I think. That's 19 on that one. And then a 15, so 19 plus 2, that's a 21. Yeah, because plus 0 to Arcana.
Yeah, some resurrection magic can leave you in a state of like exhaustion for the thing that's being revived.
Both the caster and the target,
Just the target.
or just the target. Well, if we do go in, depending on what's being used, we may actually be at a small advantage.
And well, if we're doing this, I need to modify my armor.
Because
Very
the target
sense.
doesn't come back at full strength. It comes back weakened. A lesser version of itself, essentially, until it can recover naturally.
Tomorrow morning, maybe our window.
Very well, maybe.
I think it's worth checking out.
Do as much
Very
damage
least.
as we can, maybe.
Huh.
And just try not to lose our lives for it.
Stick to smaller passages, places that dragon can't get into.
And I think those of us who are more magically inclined, who might not have our abilities work, maybe we can try to get to the orb and see what's what there.
I would think if
And maybe there's a
anything,
way to use it to absorb the dragon or even absorb the necromancer.
Cyrus, I see the idea, but I would think if any of us are to particularly getting close with the orb, it should be those who rely less on magic, not more. Someone like Finnick would be mostly unaffected by proximity to it.
Well, I think Finnick will probably have his hands full with the necromancer because nobody else is going to be able to do anything to them
What makes you think that?
because the orb stops magic from working.
If we're fighting them near the orb,
The orb stops magic from working in the whole room.
the room
That
of the
the orb
ziggurat
is
that it's
in.
in, I thought. Yeah, not the whole
Not the whole
chamber
ziggurat.
the ziggurat's in. Yeah.
Just the room
Okay.
at the top
Oh,
of the
I'm
ziggurat,
sorry.
sorry.
Yeah.
I misunderstood. Okay.
Because they were raising the thing on the ziggurat, so
I thought it was like magic's not going to work in this fight at all.
No. It's just
No.
in the ziggurat room at
Okay.
the top.
Yeah, no, I think we go in and
And-
we
and I may be able
see
to
what
keep
we
the
can do.
necromancer busy with the modifications to my armor that I'm doing.
Alright.
No one
What
has
did
seen
the room look like exactly? Is it like just a big wide open like ballroom or are there
So
Shall I grab a screenshot from the show?
yeah, pretty much. It looks exactly like the Legends of Vox Machina. It's a pretty wide open area. The room goes up probably about 180 feet up to the roots of the sun tree that kind of come through, and the ziggurat is about 3/4 of the height of the room where the roots kind of connect to it. And it's got 3
Mhm.
tiers that get progressively smaller. The third tier is the sealed room with the orb.
and where did you all see the necromancer?
On the
On which tier?
the first tier, the bigger tier, the wider platform. on
Because
the
like if
base.
this is gonna be if this is like I guess I'd say this somehow in game, but like if this is gonna be a fight that uses vertical space a lot, I can push people off of shit. And that's fun. Like I think we've got
we've got options. We'll be able to do some stuff. It's just a matter of like, are we going to have to also be fighting a dragon at the same time? And it sounds like tomorrow morning might be our best window while the dragon's still weakened.
Well, if all else fails, we can try and give them both a black eye and then get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, absolutely. It might be unwinnable, but I'd I don't want you all to have to live the next 27 years with the kind of regret that I've been living with for the past 27. If we don't do anything and this thing gets out and this necromancer takes over the town, the continent, the world, whatever, you're going to be kicking yourselves for the rest of your lives because you had the chance to do something and you didn't. I've been kicking myself for many, many years.
Well, I'll join you, Cyrus. I'll go in the morning if
Get
we're
to work
doing
on-
this.
Get to work
Thank
on
you,
my armor
Luca.
modifications.
Let's get back to the house we were at before.
Yeah, should
Let's
go get some
start our
rest.
preparations then.
Can I get
Um,
another stealth check as you guys are heading over there? Sorry, what were you gonna say, Demi?
No, it's fine. I'll wait a second.
Okay.
Pass without trace still.
Yeah.
No, because that took more than an hour.
Oh, I'll recast it then.
Okay.
Hey,
So yes.
Guidance
Damn.
also?
Yeah, because you guys are preparing to stealth across the city. Damn, nat 20 into it, which would have been a
Wow, I'm glad we have pass without trace.
oh yikes.
Yeah, I rolled a 4 and a 3 for the dice rolls.
Oh.
So, but with pass without trace, still a total of 21.
21.
28
Pass Without-
for Cragthor.
Pass without trace, guidance, and disadvantage. I had it 27.
Wow.
25 for Cade with the disadvantage and the -1.
Luca.
29 for Demi. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. 29. Luca.
14.
With pass without a trace.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Oh,
Nice.
fuck.
Finnick.
I always roll for whatever reason these stealth rolls, I always roll really badly.
Which is hilarious considering your character's physical makeup should make you very easy to stealth because you can
Finnick.
literally fit anywhere.
Finnick, what
Yeah.
did you get?
24.
Finnick, on the other hand,
Okay.
cannot just fit anywhere.
You all feel very, very stealthy, and then there's Luca, who's going.
Doing Squidward steps.
Yeah.
Like,
I gotta put my
even
dice.
so, you guys are able to make it back without much hassle.
On the way back, I take another flower from my flower crown that's a little wilted, and I druid crafted to make it bloom, and I'll put it in Cyrus's lapel with the other one, and I just tell him, "I'm with you no matter what you decide." And then I'm gonna send Cyrus a message in his head, but I am going to message it to Cyrus.
Okay. Cool.
Whispers.
Secrets. Drama.
Secret, secret.
Intrigue.
They got a
Anyway,
secret,
yeah, you guys
secret,
make it
secret,
back.
secret.
You guys make it back. You can barricade yourselves in the room again for the evening. I assume you're making your armor modifications, Veridian.
Yes, I am switching it to Guardian armor.
Cool. Does anybody else have anything they want to do this evening?
With what we just went through with the stealth, I would like to redouble my efforts to make an adhesive that could be used to make shoes for Luca.
Great. Make a tinkering check or alchemist check.
All right. So it's just D20 plus intelligence
Plus
plus
proficiency. Yeah. Plus
Okay.
guidance.
All right. I'll give myself guidance. Ooh. 26.
Yeah, when you feel pretty confident given like a work day, like an 8-hour work day, you could with your alchemy tools you could probably sit down and finish this.
Okay. I'll also make another quart of oil with the alchemy jug to use to fuel our lantern
Cool.
tomorrow.
Anybody else have anything they want to do this evening?
For
Just
me,
saying a prayer to Bahamut.
Cool. Yeah. Anything in particular? In your prayer or just general?
Just in general, like, keep watch on us, guide our hand, slow our foes,
Okay. Cool.
and protect the people.
I think with that, you all can hear long rest buttons. I am going to go turn my standing fan down and turn the AC up because it is freezing in here somehow. I don't know how.
So our boy didn't show up.
Even though it's like
Seems
98
like-
degrees outside. It's not that hot. I'm being facetious, but
All right.
Well,
While
he
he's
hasn't had us
gone,
roll
what
watches yet, so
Yeah. Well, he
Yes,
said we can
I'm
go
just,
to the
I just want
buttons.
to, I just want to ask, what kind of potions does everybody want in the morning?
I might
Flying.
need flying. Yeah.
Flying.
remember me what bonus does again?
Boldness gives you the effects of the bless spell for a minute.
Mm.
So you get a D4 to attack rolls and a D4 to saving throws.
But also for the record, I'll probably be casting bless.
Well, importantly, it is not called the bless spell,
Right. It's just boldness.
so it stacks with it,
It stacks
True.
with it, yeah.
which
I'll take a
is
boldness.
Great. Boldness. I want to do
Isn't there
boldness.
something
You want
that
Demi wants flight. Verdian wants flight. Any other requests?
was there something that does AC?
There's a thing that'll give you +1 to your AC for, let me find it,
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I think we'd probably go for that.
I'll take a boldness, I guess.
Okay, so 3 boldness, 2 flight, and a resilience.
you're gonna make those in 3 hours in the morning.
Yeah, assuming Cragthor doesn't want anything, but
Mm-mm. It's
I
good.
think,
He just gotta drink his mutagen in the morning.
yeah, 3 hours in the morning. If we have 3 hours in the
He'll
morning.
be like there,
I mean-
like cooking it on a spoon, dragging it up, and like stabbing his arm. And
He's
just,
got
like,
his own-
green. Woo!
I mean, could you
He does on
technically
morning
do the 3 hours during your watch if you take last watch?
Oh, that's interesting. So if I
You would get 2 hour. You would get 2 hours, 2 short rests by the time you guys finished breakfast.
so tonight,
Yeah.
if I like, let's say if I take first watch tonight,
Yeah.
how long is a watch?
2 hours.
So if I can do, so I could do 6 tonight. I could do 2 right now, 1 short rest, 2 more, then the second short rest, then 2 more, then go to sleep. So
Then
I
go
could
bed
make
after your long
I could
rest,
make
though.
6 elixirs during my
If-
watch.
You'd have to do that in the morning though, last watch instead of first watch.
No,
Because then
it's
when you
gonna
would
take-
finish,
last. Hang on. I want to see if they last until
Until the end of your
yeah.
next long rest. So you'd have to
No,
do. You'd have to
you're
do
right.
last
last
watch.
watch.
Okay, yeah, I'll do last watch then and make
Cool. Because
elixirs.
then you'll have 3. Because then you'll have all 3 short rests done by the time watch is over.
I thought they lasted 24 hours like Goodberry, but
No.
it's just till your
Nope.
long rest. Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
It is weird that there's that mismatch. You'd think
Yeah.
those things would be the same, but
Not
I get
really.
why.
I think it's mostly they learned their lessons from Goodberry and
that's fair.
made future things they published work better.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because Goodberry's broken.
I would say your evening goes without much of anything.
No visit from our buddy.
No visit from your buddy. You didn't find it.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but not unexpected.
All right, so I'm gonna roll my random elixir.
Okay.
Okay, which is that is a 3, which is the resilience that Finnick wanted. So in my 2 hours, I guess I would need 3 hours. I'll make 3 boldness, 2 flight, and 1 healing.
Okay.
So that's my watch plus that first hour after everybody wakes up. And good to go.
Okay. Yeah, so you're done by the time with the potion request by the time everybody's done because that's 6, right?
Hmm.
I did my math right. Yeah.
Yep, they requested 6. I rolled one of the ones they requested randomly.
Mhm.
So I'll just make an extra healing. So I'm gonna be hanging on to a boldness and a healing myself. So Demi, take a flight elixir. Verdian, take a flight elixir. Luca, Cade, and myself, boldness, and Finnick, resilience.
Is it potion of flying or is it elixir of flight?
It's elixir of flight. It
Okay.
gives you a flying speed of 10 feet for 10 minutes. So you won't be zooming around, but you can like get up to the next, story pretty easily.
Okay.
Oddly enough, these don't actually show up in the inventory section in D&D Beyond.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't think they're actually like inventory items.
Just jot down the effects.
Yeah.
I just manually entered one on my roll 20.
Yeah. So so for Proto, the resilience, the text of what it says it does, the drinker gains +1 to AC for 10 minutes. Flight is the drinker gains a flying speed of 10 feet for 10 minutes. And for boldness, the drinker can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to every attack roll and saving throw they make for the next minute.
And do we have to drink that as an action or as
Yes.
a bonus action?
As an
Action.
act. So
Okay.
you have to like.
It's like
be in a
every other
situation-
potion in the game besides healing potions.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Be in a situation where you sense that the fight's about to start, and I imagine we'll all crack those at once.
Cool.
Toast and throw them back.
Cheers to our imminent demise.
Yep.
Cheers to the glorious dead.
Hail the victorious dead.
It is a good day to die.
Well, I didn't want to go word for word from that one, Rai.
Oh, from Theoden from Return of the King.
Yeah, I
That's-
didn't want to plagiarize word for word.
Hot take before we continue.
God.
I like the
It's with it.
toast. I like the toast he does at the beginning in the extended edition of Return of the King in that scene more than the death speech at the Battle of Pelennor Fields.
Mm.
And I
A
understand
sword
that's a
day.
hot take.
A red day. There the sun rises. Forth, Aerlingus.
It's a great scene, though.
Oh yeah, powerful.
Very,
scene.
very, very powerful. So you all are taking the hour so Cyrus can get the extra short rest in the morning, so you guys can take a little bit of time and eat breakfast from your rations and everything. I will mark them out of the bag of holding so you guys can get some room in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh, that's cool. He didn't actually subtract them last time.
Oh no.
Cool. Great. So you guys have 74 pounds of rations in your bag now.
And I would say I'm not carrying Tinker's tools with me. I'm just going to create them whenever I need them
Yeah, I figured you would.
because they weigh a lot.
Mhm.
If
Yeah.
you need me to carry something for you, I can do it.
It's no, I don't need to carry them around for any reason.
So as you are getting ready to head out of the house, it is overcast. Like, it has been overcast the entire time you've been here. Like, some cloud, something is keeping the clouds blocking out the sun here. Whether it's the necropol, the ziggurat, the necromantic match, something has been keeping it here. So it's not the brightest. You guys are getting ready to head out, and it is all of a sudden, in an instant, as dark as night.
That's not a good sign.
Looking up.
And then after about 3 seconds, boom, it's light. It's exactly the same light it was.
We need to get down there.
Yeah.
When you guys get outside, make a perception check for me.
Four, so passive 12.
Boy.
14.
Passive
26.
17.
21.
Oh wait, guidance or no guidance?
I will say no guidance because you guys kind of like run out of the
Okay.
house in a hurry.
23 then.
Dirty 20 for Cragthor. Okay.
Passive 13.
Okay.
I will also just say above game, next level, this will get a lot easier because I'll have a familiar who can just feed everybody the potions.
This is true.
Ah! That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I would like to go ahead and use one of my defensive field charges.
Okay.
To stock some temp HP.
Cool. As you guys are trying to get outside, it goes dark again. And as you all look up and realize, some of you see in more detail, circling like they're landing, massive wings, probably about 200 feet across. And you can see, the more perceptive of you, can see the red lines of fire kind of coming out of something in his center chest. And he is circling the castle on the hill. And as he gets close to the platform, he disappears.
No. No, not him.
Cade, you recognize who that was.
Why is he here? That's Thordak.
Native clans.
Yeah, we can't go down there now. We won't stand a chance.
Neither will anyone else.
This dragon has been in this land for a while. It's no new threat, at least. He is no new threat.
What I will say is you guys are also struck by how quiet he is for the size.
We can't fight him, but we've got to see what's going on down there. I mean, maybe he doesn't like this necromancer either.
It's possible.
I can't imagine it being worth the risk right now, though.
Let's vote.
I barely agreed to go down there when it was just one. I'm not going down there if there's another dragon.
Ragnor's like jumping up and down with his arm up at this point.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
Phoenix
right.
got his hand up in the air too.
What?
Can I do a survival check to notice the fact that it was dead fucking silent when Thordek was flying around?
For what? What purpose here?
Because right now, Cade's kind of scared stiff at the moment. But if something didn't feel right about this,
Would we suspect that it was
what do you
an
suspect
illusion?
something is up? And would a survival check assist with that? Basically, trying to suss out whether that was natural.
Yeah, roll survival for that. I like where your head's at. Cyrus, you can make an Arcana check too if you're interested in trying to suss things out.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Do I do guidance on the Arcana or no?
Yeah, you can cast guidance because you guys are far enough away at this point.
14 Arcana.
Okay. Probably not an illusion. Cade, red dragons are sneaky. Like you remember like the day everything
They can fly
happened,
silently.
the second Battle of Mon, they can fly fairly silently, yeah. It probably should have made some noise, so the fact it made no noise is a little concerning, but it is not out of the realm of possibility.
Also, was there any? Well, I'm guessing he would have been flying low enough that he wouldn't have caused any disturbance in the cloud layer.
Correct.
But was there any shift in any of the dead trees or debris or roughage on the ground as he flew past?
Yeah, as you guys are kind of
because it didn't have huge fucking wings.
Yeah, as you guys are kind of coming to like the edge for the stairway down into town, that's when the rush comes, and you just like wind just comes up behind your back and just kind of like for like barely a split second from the direction he came, just pushes you.
Okay.
Cyrus puts a wrinkled hand in the air,
As does Demi.
saying, I don't think we can fight him. But we've gotta see what's going on.
Yeah.
It's too reckless.
Luca
We
raises
have-
a tendril.
We're the only ones that could possibly know that he was here. This is information the Resistance is going to need. But if we don't know why he's here, then how useful is it?
And if he's just going down there for a meeting with the necromancer, maybe we can hear what's going on, be flies on the wall, and maybe he leaves.
I want to know what Demi's getting ready to say.
Speaking of flies on the wall, Cade looks over at Demi.
Why is everyone looking at me?
Well, you're the only one here that can shapeshift into any creature that I'm sure you can imagine.
Yeah.
It would be very easy for you to be able to get in there undetected, wouldn't it?
I think so.
And imagine the bragging rights of you were able to sneak in under Thordak's nose and get out alive.
What do you suggest that I be?
I mean, fly on the wall sounded pretty good, but I'm sure you have your own preferences.
I don't think it can be a fly yet, because I'm only gonna be able to fly with Cyrus's potion. But I was thinking maybe like a snake or something.
Maybe some kind of scurrying insect, something that would look at home amongst all the undeath here.
Okay.
Spider?
Rat or a spider, maybe?
Good ideas.
A rat, spider, a giant hamster. I have options.
I imagine this conversation is happening while you all are heading
As we're
in
walking.
that
Yes,
direction.
as we're
Oh
walking.
yeah.
Cool.
While keeping in mind the patrol routes of the zombie
Yeah.
giants.
Yeah, we know the course to take.
Yep. We know the route. We know the route.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like 1,500, 2,000 feet for you guys. It's not super far. When you guys are on the road up to the house, because it does sit on the hill, everybody make a stealth check for me.
Pass without a trace.
Thank you.
Guidance or no?
I would say no.
Okay.
Alright.
15.
With pass without a trace?
Hmm.
Okay.
Also,
dear.
also a 15 with pass without a trace.
16. Oh, Luca beat somebody.
31 total
25.
with pass.
Sorry, what's that?
25.
Okay. Cragthor got a 31. Finnick, what did you get?
30.
30?
The turtle and the dude wearing the chain.
You got a 31 with disadvantage.
What's that?
Fails and successes and failures.
Which one's which?
Not telling you.
Fuck.
Finnick was the deciding one, though.
Oh.
There's not a lot of cover on the road. You guys get by, though. It's a little catchy in some spots. As you guys are walking up, you see on kind of like this, so there's the stone steps that lead up to the house, and then there's kind of it's not a porch, but it's like a stone entryway that is fairly wide to receive people when they would have parties and such here. And on it, you all can see 3 individuals. 2 closer to the house, 1 closer to you all. The one closer to you all, you can see lines of like magma and lava coming, basically burning through their clothes in this visage form. You can feel the heat radiating off of him from about 500 feet from where you guys are. There's another person, purple robes, black tinge, hood up, and an undead blue dragon. And there's some kind of conversation going on.
This feels like a thing that's going to become a lot more very quickly.
Demi, if you're gonna go, I think you've got to go now. The rest of us should get out of sight.
Let's take cover. You're right. Let's take cover.
Yes.
So are we using my stealth check?
No, you get to roll
Like-
a new stealth check with whatever you wild shape into.
Okay.
And pass without a trace lasts an hour, so you would still have it, because it's concentration.
Yeah.
But everybody else will lose it in the bushes. So,
Don't move
Yeah.
a fucking muscle.
what are you changing into?
I think I'm gonna go. I mean, if it says tiny beast, I should be able to go undetected, right?
Provided they don't have something like True Sight, yeah.
Okay, so what's the color of everything? I know you said like the sky went dark and now it's like overcast and it was like, is it like what color is the brush?
It's a fairly ugly green color.
Okay, I'm gonna turn into like a mossy brown weasel, like a little ermine.
Okay. I respect the choice, yeah. Okay, how close are you getting to try and eavesdrop in on the conversation?
Is there cover like for this little guy?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna get as close as I possibly can.
Okay, what's the foot range on that in your estimation?
So are they like on a porch.
Yeah, they're basically on the stone entryway. If you remember, like, it's the area where Grog drew the card and collapsed.
So, like, the foliage around that area, like, I'm sure there's, like, topiaries and
Yeah.
shrubs and stuff. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get, like, right up in there.
Okay. Make a stealth check. You have pass without a trace.
Okay. Could I have cast guidance on myself before I turned into the ermine?
No, because you're concentrating on pass without a trace.
Oh, right. Damn.
One of
fuck
us
my
could,
life.
though.
That is
Potentially.
true. If
Yeah,
somebody
be
wants to
able to
forgo it on their
go.
stealth check, you absolutely
Do it.
can.
I'll do it.
Cool. Can I get everybody else who's staying behind to also roll another
Thank
stealth
you.
check?
We still have pass as we roll this?
You
'Cause
do not,
we
because
know
Demi
we-
left 60 feet around
Yeah,
you
gone.
guys.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a 14.
20,
Cragthor.
26 on that stealth.
Cool.
Oh, no.
Well,
I'm
I
gonna use
rolled
a
a
point of.
Yeah, actually, inspiration. That's a good idea.
I'm gonna use a point
Yeah,
of
use
inspiration.
it.
So I rolled a natural 9 and a natural 1, so I'm gonna use a point of inspiration to reroll the 1,
Smart.
and it's higher, so I get the 9, so that's an 11.
Okay.
Can I use a D6? Because I got an
Do it.
11 and I
We
don't
have a
think that's-
lot. We
Yeah.
have
I
a
keep
lot of
forgetting about these
D6s.
fucking D6s. I cashed in a whole bunch.
Do you want to add one to your roll?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, go for it.
Do it.
I
I'm
haven't
gonna
I
add
haven't
one
told
too,
you guys the
just
results
for
yet, so it's
extra.
open season.
I have
I
16
will
now.
add one as well, so subtract a d6 for me.
16. What did you get,
from my
Cyrus,
weakness.
again?
11 with a point of inspiration. I think should I also add a d6 to that? Do
Mhm.
we think?
Probably.
I'll go
Fucking
ahead
do
and
it.
do it.
Yeah, I did.
Probably
that
all
up.
of us should.
1, so I have a 12.
Everyone do it. We don't want to fight this fucker right now.
Yeah.
1 for 27.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
A 12. So a passive 17.
Passive 17. Okay.
I go add one back into the pool. I think this is accurate. We should have what, 15 right now?
I believe after everyone you used, yeah, I believe that is the accurate count.
Hell yeah.
I mean, you hear this conversation coming from Thordak's side mostly. We appreciate what you've done for the Chroma Conclave. And you see him putting a silver bracelet on his right wrist. I believe with delivery of what we promised, our transaction has concluded. Perfect timing, too. It seems we're not alone. And the band will glow light blue, and you'll see the dragon's eyes glow the same color, and he'll bamf out of visage form into his main form.
We're so fucked.
In Cyrus's head, I'm gonna tell him to run.
Oh, you have telepathy, don't you?
Well, I have a bond with him.
Before that happens, you'll hear Thordak now in dragon voice, deeper and bigger, and you all can hear it. Get your house in order. And he will push off from the ground, and air comes out as you hear basically a thunder crash from his wings. He's going to fly away, but not before giving a parting shot. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw on his frightening presence.
Oh boy.
You said wisdom.
Yeah, actually, it's actually a really good question. Does anybody have a +6 or higher on their wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay. Those who have a
I
+6.
got a-
What?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got a 19.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll fail.
Yeah.
Out of 5.
Nice.
Oh.
Cragthor got like a 7.
So what happens if we have a +6 to our saving throw?
You actually have a chance to succeed.
You're shitting me.
Mm-mm.
Too bad I rolled a 3 for a 10.
Damn.
Please, 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 don't let me shit myself in front of the giant fucking dragon. You're not fucking kidding me.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 for 26.
That will in fact save.
Thank fuck someone did.
Thank you, Bahamut. Thank you, Bahamut.
Praise
Thank you,
Bahamut.
Praise Bahamut.
There's your Bahamut roll, baby.
Oh my god.
As he flies up and starts to fly away, you'll hear from the wings now, like he cloaked himself coming in, and the other dragon will be flying behind him.
Didn't hear a word out of the other dragon though, huh?
Demi did not hear another word out of him.
How
He
did
still
it
appeared to
look
be
Demi, though?
still appeared to be mostly undead.
There's still one left behind, isn't there? Or no, they're all gone
The
now.
Both
necromancer.
of them are gone. The only one left is the necromancer, who kind of looks around, can't see anything, and turns around.
Should we should we give our stealth rolls for the rest of it?
Oh,
Oh, enough
Question.
of you failed that I didn't need the last couple from
Oh.
you guys.
Got it.
Oh.
Damn.
what happened to us that failed the roll?
Y'all shit a brick.
Yeah, y'all shit a brick. You guys are frightened for a whole ass minute.
I don't need to make concentration though, right? On my
No.
Okay,
guys are
so
just frightened.
I'm gonna try to follow after this necromancer, this
Okay.
person in the robes.
Okay.
For the record, fuck
Mimic
shitting
retreat.
bricks. Verdian is shitting whole Lego sets.
Take a point.
Luca's shitting Jello cubes.
I was gonna say ice cubes, but
Those two.
frozen Jello cubes.
Jello
There it
shots.
is.
Jello shots.
Shot.
Damn it.
Shot.
We're gonna need
Here's-
some liquid courage for this.
Yeah,
You
you
hear
can
a
follow.
sound?
We got the chest
Cyrus
back.
is Cyrus is shitting little blocks of dry ice.
You can follow them into the house. He'll fly off. He'll be out of sight within like 30 seconds, which is when the frightening presence ends.
Okay. I do so. Do I need to make another stealth check?
You do. And you all can see Demi come out of the bush and follow the necromancer into the house now that the dragons are gone. You see a little stoat just bouncing across the courtyard.
Doing, 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 doing.
27.
You feel pretty damn stealthy.
So where are they going?
They walked inside the house. You heard their heels click like they were going around the corner.
Click,
That's when you came up. When you go around the corner, they're not in that hallway.
Can
Oh,
I
you
make
have you have a passive perception of 17, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard a pop like they teleported
Fuck.
and or dimension doored.
What do I see? Like where I'm at right now. Anything
Probably-
to tell the party?
Probably just like a little shimmer of magic that kind of disappears.
But anything in this space to
Not
report back?
that you see currently.
Can I make like an investigation check to see if there's anything in here?
Yeah.
21.
There is like a line of magic still like burned into the ground. They dimension doored.
Well, I
So
guess
they're
I'll just
somewhere within 500 feet of this location from what you know.
then I'll just say to Cyrus,
Oh, because he has the
coast
flower.
feels coast feels clear. They dimension doored. I'm heading in further. Come and follow. He can't reply to
And-
me, so I was just letting you know.
Cyrus will just say to everybody else, like, okay, she says the coast is clear. We should head in.
Well, since the dragons went somewhere else, no objections there. Anywhere is
I think-
better than where they just were.
I have a strange idea, and I know exactly where they're going. They're heading back to Amon.
Well, for now, since they seem to be on friendly terms with this necromancer, and they've left the necromancer here alone, this may be a chance to take one of their pieces off the board. We can't take them down right now, but
Yep. Let's move.
Also, now we know the state of the blue dragon.
mhm.
Luca will follow Cyrus to the house.
All right. You guys can
Because
enter
from-
the
from-
Whitestone Manor once again.
Because DM, we can definitely tell that that was not a resurrection or a true resurrection. That was definitely a raise undead situation on that dragon, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's obviously super empowered because it's because of where they did it, but yeah.
But it's essentially just a thrall.
Yeah.
Like, kill the necromancer and the dragon will collapse back into a corpse.
One can hope.
Deal.
As you
Hopefully.
guys know right now, yes.
Cool.
With
cool.
other detail, potentially you can figure out more later. You guys can start walking to the house and we'll end it there.
All right.
Sounds good.
And we'll be picking it up next week where we left off. And then July 1st will be on break.
Yeah.
Because I need to redo my office and rearrange things. One of our other players is moving and 2 people are hopelessly addicted to Final Fantasy.
Yes, we are.
I can quit anytime I want, okay?
I just
I
don't want
fucking
to.
want to.
I get it. I'm the same way with WoW.
Yeah,
I do.
I will be indisposed on the
Time.
first.
No more once upon.
So we'll try and wrap
time.
up. We might have to go a little long next week. We'll see what happens. But
Yeah.
we'll
Good.
we'll get there when we get there.
And we'll be playing as much Warframe as possible for the next week or 2 because of the new content.
Right.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna go raid Flutter. We'll be back Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow morning tomorrow morning because I guess the video drops at 11 our time for the Player's Handbook 2024 review with Jeremy Crawford and Chris Perkins.
Woo-hoo.
Should be a
Spend
blast.
your lunch here watching him review it.
Exactly.
There you
You
go.
guys can have lunch with me. It'll be great. All right, we're gonna go raid Flutter. Peace out, guys.